Okay, so I know I mentioned in the previous video that that would be my last video of the year, but I felt like pleasing the algorithm, so I made another one for this year, and this will be the final video of this year, version 2.0. I don't know. But I thought it'd be cool to just use this as an opportunity to talk about my goals for the next year. And in the back, I also have a time-lapse playing of my paint over process over a 3D render. So if you want a more in-depth video on this process, definitely watch the previous video. I go into a lot more detail on how you can take a 3D render from Blender and then just paint over in Photoshop. So as far as my goals for the year 2024 goes, I mainly have only 3 goals. The first one is definitely finding a concept art job, either a job or freelance work, whatever works. I don't really care. I just need something, something that I can something that'll actually give me a chance to just showcase my skills and just build professional portfolio pieces. I feel like everything that's on my portfolio is just personal pieces, class homeworks, assignments, just for fun. But I do want an opportunity to just work on something a little bit more serious. Also, I hate my current job and I just want to leave. I've been working in the retail business for 6 years now, and I feel like I want to get out, And I've tried applying for other jobs that are not related to concept art, but I've never had any luck getting them. So I just hope it works out next year. If it doesn't, it's fine, I mean, actually it's not fine. I'm more hungry than ever because I feel like towards the last part of this year, I got the opportunity to just draw whatever I wanted to, is because I was done taking classes, and I really got a chance to build a workflow for myself that's been working really good lately. So I definitely feel super confident that I can do cool stuff. The second goal that I have in mind is I really want to stay consistent with YouTube. Now, I first started posting on this channel back in 2022, towards the end of 2022, I want to say. And at that time, I wasn't posting weekly, I was posting bi-weekly. So every 2 weeks I would post a video. And I was pretty consistent with it until April. April was the last video I uploaded during that YouTube era of my life, I want to say. And then May, June, July, August, I did not post anything, mainly because I was in the process of moving to a new place. And then at the same time, I was also taking a portfolio building class as well. So I had a lot going on, and I thought that adding YouTube to the pod was just burn me out real fast. So I decided to take a break from YouTube for a couple months. Then I came back to it in September when the whole new Tokyo ArtStation challenge was going on. And then that's when I decided that, hey, I think I can stick to a more of a weekly schedule. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I really wanted to try doing a weekly schedule. At that time, I was also done taking classes, so I had a little bit more free time. So on top of working a full-time job, it definitely gets super hard to find the time to do YouTube stuff and draw at the same time. And so I try to make my videos where I break them down into different parts, and it's been working out pretty good so far. So I'm going to continue doing that next year as well. And then the third thing that I really want to achieve next year is have a more healthy lifestyle. I've never been good when it came to exercising or working out or just being healthy physically. So I definitely want to make that a priority as well, because, I'm turning 26 in a couple days, and a couple years later, I'll be 40 years old, and I don't want to be limping around when I'm 40. I want to be in good shape. I want to be healthy. And I feel like right now I need to start all the prep work, so when I get older, I don't regret not working out or just staying in shape. And for me, it's not even about, lifting heavy, getting six-pack abs, whatever. I just want some sort of physical activity in my life. And it could be something as simple as doing a 30-minute workout or a 30-minute exercise or something, but something that'll just keep my body moving. And I also feel like it's super good for mental health as well. It keeps you motivated, keeps you on track, and you sleep really nice. Back in 2021, I was going to the gym very religiously, and I didn't get super great muscles or anything, but I just felt good about myself, during that time, and I just want to feel like that again. So definitely working out, eating healthy, do want to do some of that as well. I feel like it's a pretty achievable thing that I have. And I remember towards the end of last year, I had a whole list of things that I wanted to do this year. And I don't even know where that list is anymore. I don't even remember what I wrote down on that list. So I feel like having just 3 main goals is something that's a little bit more attainable, or at least it may or may not be, but I'm going into this thinking that hopefully I can achieve all these 3 goals by next year. When the year is about to end and the new year starts, everyone has this, new resolution. Oh my God, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do 20 things that I've never done in my life. So I definitely don't want to do that, It's not going to be easy. achieving all these 3 goals. It's definitely going to be tough. I just have to be hopeful that I have the strength and the power and the courage to keep going. That was so cringe, oh my god. But it was never easy to begin with, right? So I just hope that I can get through this, and I'm sure we all can. And I know for a fact that if I can get through this next year and if I'm able to achieve all these 3 things, I'm sure anyone else can do that too, because I don't consider myself a prodigy or something. It's all about hard work and discipline. And the one thing about YouTube that really helped me is that it's really building a good discipline within me. You know, like I have the discipline now to show up every week and do something, right? Like to show up every week, work on a new video, work on a new painting, learn a new technique or something, you know. It keeps my brain going. It's kind of like the equivalent of having a class, right? Because when you're enrolled in a class or an art class, ideally every week there's like homework due. And so for me, it's kind of like, okay, every week my homework is making a YouTube video. And this video can be about anything, right? It doesn't matter how I get there. It's more about just showing up and making a final product like every Friday. So I'm going to try to stay as disciplined as possible. It's a lot easier said than done. You know, there are days where I'm just like, ugh, is this really worth it? There are days where I'm like rethinking my life choices that, damn, should I really be pursuing concept art? But the one thing that really keeps me going is the fact that if I were to stop now, if I were to give up now, everything that I've worked for these past 2-3 years, it's all gonna go to waste. I feel like I've come so far. Like every year I've seen growth in my art, and every year if you see yourself grow but you're still not able to find a job, or if you don't have like a great following online, it doesn't matter, you know. At the end of the day, you are growing, and everyone's timeline is different. So just got to be hopeful that everything will come together at once. You know, it's gonna feel like it's an overnight success, but all those sleepless nights are gonna be what will get you to this part. So just keeping all those things in mind, and just going into the new year with positive vibes like I do every year pretty much. But this year is going to be different in the sense that I'm not looking forward to taking any classes. Like I remember back in 2021, 2022, 2023, it was like, okay, I'm going to enroll in this class next, and then in that class next, and then in this class next, right? So I had this whole roadmap that, okay, I'm going to be taking all these classes. Now going to 2024, it's more like, okay, I'm gonna be making more pieces for my portfolio, right? And every single time I'm getting super inspired by historical locations, by museums, and all these cool locations that exist in this real world. That's the goal, you know. I feel like I'm just gonna keep going at it, and just hope for the best. I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. There's no point in getting depressed about not achieving something. At the end of the day, I do feel like everything happens for a reason. Just gonna keep pushing, keep going. With that being said, this painting is almost done. It's adding some more finishing touches to this, and the final result came out really good. I will be working more on this project next year as well. So far, I've focused on the exterior shots of this environment design. So the next part would be doing more interior shots. I think I'm gonna do one interior shot and then show a little bit more of the exterior environment. Definitely be on the lookout for that. We're gonna keep doing the stuff that we've been doing this year, and you know, thanks for coming by. I'll see you guys next year.